Geek Life presents.
What's up, and welcome to the Week in Geek. It's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich.
What's up?
And we're to hit you with the top 10 in comic book trends. But first,
Guys, share with all your friends. We've taken a huge long break, but we're back.
let me stretch it out.
Reunited, and it feels so good. So come hang with us. Watch us talk about this hobby that we love. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on IG, and bada bing.
Yo, it feels like forever. It's like it's back to the future.
It is. It's like we didn't take a break because we've just been here. It feels good. It feels normal, but I missed it.
And it seems like there's been like a million movies, a million comics.
Yeah, we have a bazillion things to talk about because it's been so long. And, the hobby is always changing. The economy is weird. So we're going to talk about all of that.
Books that were like $1 million are worth like $2 right now.
Yeah, and then books that like nobody cared about, like everybody wants.
That's on the hot list.
But that's kind of like always the theme, right? When it comes to this hobby. So,
yeah, let's do what we do.
Bada bing.
Alright, number 10 on our list is Infinite Crisis number 5.
Number 5.
This is the first appearance of the Blue Beetle, the third Blue Beetle.
The third Blue Beetle,
yeah.
Which is the Blue Beetle from our movie that's coming out.
The trailer just dropped this week.
It just dropped.
August is supposed to premiere on HBO Max.
Alright, tell me if you agree or disagree with me.
Okay.
I have a thought about the whole trailer and like how people are reacting to it.
Alright,
so I like it. I think it's dope, right?
Okay.
It looks good. My criticism is how everybody's like well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are like, oh, this is gonna be the best DC movie ever. I love it. It looks so good. And I'm like, all right, but to me, this movie has like the same type of vibes as the Shazam world, and these same people are like not showing the love for Shazam. Like they don't like the sequel. So I'm like, what's the difference? Why do you like this so much better than that? Like,
because Shazam got cornier. Like, there's a fine line between heroism and cheesy.
Is there?
Yes, there is. It's like 1970s Batman TV show.
Okay, and
versus the Dark Knight.
So Blue Beetle is kind of like in the same vibe. You know, you got your George Lopez like, it's on your face, hilarious. But it's like the same vibe. It's like a comic book movie for like younger kids. It doesn't seem like it's made for us.
But to me, Ant-Man was one of the best Marvel in MCU.
Okay.
So, and that's kind of, that rides the line very good.
Yeah, but you know how people are so different when it comes to Marvel versus DC, right? Like,
because DC's crappy?
Because I wouldn't call it crappy. Because let's be fair, right? They got dope movies, but then they also have movies that are like, what were you thinking?
You say no, because we got Wonder Woman, which was an awesome movie, and then you got Wonder Woman 1984. You see?
Which, if you remember, because I know it's been a while, I actually like both movies, but I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
See, I wasn't a big fan of her.
I'm kind of bummed out that she's not going to be Wonder Woman anymore. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
She is Wonder Woman. I think switching her out is the wrong move to make. I'm going to give Blue Beetle a chance.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I give every movie... I'm a comic book geek. I give all of them a chance.
It's a great time to be a comic book geek.
The trailer looks good.
This year is going to be phenomenal for the movies.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I'm saying, but we're like in the comic book...
Yeah.
It's like cryptocurrency.
The economy sucks, and that definitely has an impact on us, the consumers of these things, right? But in terms of like if you grew up in this hobby and now like all these movies are coming out, like what a fun time to be alive, you know?
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright, today's number 9 is Secret Invasion number 1. Now, this is hot on the list because the trailer that came out for the show was Samuel L. Jackson as the star of the show. It looks dope. However, I got my questions.
You always have a question.
Always.
But they billing it as like a spy drama.
Which is dope. I'm all about that. I love the spy world. It's mad interesting to me. It's intriguing.
Are they just throwing these shows out there though right now? I think they're just building the world for Secret Wars.
Well, as we know, anything that has to do with entertainment is directly attached to money, right?
Right.
So, yes, they are. But Secret Invasion, like, how are they going to pull it off? Because it had so much to do with all these external characters in the Marvel Universe. But it doesn't look like the show's throwing them in there.
Disney Plus is hit or miss.
Correct.
Sometimes it's hot.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
So it's hard. So I don't know.
Now, this is something that's been on collectors' radars for like a hot minute. I feel like we've been talking about Secret Invasion for at least a couple of years.
Right.
It's finally happening. I think the show drops in June.
June. And it's $20 high right now, which is not really that expensive.
It's not. It's an affordable book. Definitely, if you want to read the story before you see the show, or even if you just want to collect it, go out and get it. You could probably get the whole set at a good price.
I always say, if you're not a fan of comics, don't try to go. There's so much that goes into Secret Invasion.
Right.
There's books upon books. You have to go through like Secret Invasion
and
news
so many characters. That's my question. Like how? Because when you watch the trailer, I don't see any of those characters in there.
And then the Skrulls were good guys in the last movie. So how are you gonna? And they were bad guys in the book.
Yeah. So what are they gonna do?
Who knows? All I know is, it may not mean a lot to you, but it means a lot to us if you hit the like button and tell us who your Secret Invasion character that you want to show up, or who do you think is a Skrull? Everybody. Number 8 on the list is one we both know and love. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin number 1. This is going around for $40 right now.
Okay.
This is where Kevin Eastman takes the Turtles 30 years in the future, in a dystopian future where everything's destroyed, and then there's only one turtle left. Spoiler alert, it's Mikey.
Yeah.
And he's making his last go.
Yeah.
At the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
I'm saying we both love this book.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I remember we were onto this book before it came out.
Oh,
we were talking about it however long ago it was. This book has been on a roller coaster in terms of value. I remember it was selling for upwards of $100-$150. Now it's back down to like 40, but that's just a direct impact of how this weird economy is working out right now.
You got a video game coming. You have the TMNT R-rated prequel coming out, and they're saying you have a Last Ronin comic book sequel about to drop.
All interesting things. Keep your eyes on the Turtle world. Big fan of the Turtle world, whether it's the 80s cartoon stuff or like we were talking about earlier, the movie from, 1989, 1990?
I was young.
It was so good, but Turtles fan all the way.
What is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie? Was it the original like Us? Or was it one of these new fancy ones with Megan Fox?
Yeah.
That's kind of what we think about that. Tell us what you think. Put it in the comments. Let us know and let the show roll on.
Yep. 310. Oh. Today's number 7 is Captain America number 310. And this is hot off of like Captain America New World Order, like movie rumors. Because this is the first appearance of the Serpent Society, and we're thinking that they're going to be in the movie.
But they're saying, especially Diamondback, but to me, these are like C-list villains.
Yeah, but we've seen how in this world you could take C-list people, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And then turn it into like something dope that the masses love, that kids love, people our age love, and you never know.
I'm a huge fan of Captain America, like everybody out there knows. And I'm wondering, can Mackie carry the Captain American franchise?
I got total faith in my boy. I think he could pull it off. I think it's going to be dope. But I also think that we will see Steve Rogers come back somehow into this world. I don't know if it'll be in this movie. But, it's like comic books. Everybody comes back. Everybody dies. Everybody comes back.
We may see him in Secret Wars, but I want my man Anthony to hold it down.
Mm-hmm. That
run in the comic books, if you have not picked it up, go check it out. He held down the shield.
He did.
And you got to be able to hold down. And like that whole monologue he gave at the end of saying Falcon and the Winter Soldier was dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I'm a big fan of the show, and I remember reading these books when I was a kid, and I like that storyline. So if it's in there, I'm all about it.
Yo, what if they bring out Onslaught? That would be.
But in that movie?
Right, why not? They got doing the Secret Wars Kang. Anything could happen.
Anything can happen.
Number 6 on our list is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 98. This is from 1985. And this one is the first appearance of the Spot. Now, I've been hyping this dude for a minute.
You have. You've been talking about this book for at least the last couple of years.
Into the Spider-Verse, the sequel is coming. This summer begins, right?
Yeah, I think it comes out in August, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, then you have in December, you'll have the third one in the franchise. And he's supposed to be the other one. If you don't know the Spot can create these like black hole kind of dimension things out of nowhere, and he can put his hand in. Like I can put my hand this way, and it's gonna punch you in the face that way.
Yeah, so he like basically like opens up portals all over the place.
Right.
And the new trailer dropped. That's dope. I can't wait for this movie. Everybody knows how good the first one is, and it looks like they're actually gonna pull off like the sequel being just as good, if not maybe even better than the first.
Do you think so? Now, Spider-Man 2099 is supposed to show up.
And he looks sick.
He looks real dope.
Yeah.
And they're saying he may be a villain?
The way the trailer goes off, he does appear to be villainous in this storyline, but we'll see what happens.
And he's supposed to have Spider-Woman and Spider-Ham and everything Spider is supposed to show up.
Yeah, everything Spider is supposed to show up. They even do a shout out to the MCU Spider-Man, which is going to be dope, because I wonder if we're going to see any of them in this movie.
Word is, Tom Holland may make a secret appearance.
Man, that would be dope. I love the crossover. Now, the big crossover I want to see is Miles Morales in the live-action world.
Now, that would be dope.
Yes.
Now, I'm hearing a rumor that Spider Kool-Aid shows up.
Spider Kool-Aid? If you don't know about Spider Kool-Aid, you need to get onto it, because we need a Spider Kool-Aid in our life.
I think that would be real dope. He could rock the Geek Life tattoo all across his chest. And we just be out here killing it.
Tell us in the comments. You want to see a Spider Kool-Aid or what?
I think it would be real dope. I have my red and black tights already ready to go. My booty is gonna look real good.
Alright, our number 5 pick for this week is Dungeons & Dragons Saturday Morning Cartoons number 1. This is a recent book. It just came out. Due to the popularity of the movie, or just because there's a movie?
The movie is supposed to be hot. I haven't seen this one yet.
Okay, so let me tell you, alright? I did not want to see this movie at all. Like, if you're a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons, don't get upset with me, but that was just not part of my geekdom. I didn't grow up on it. I have no attachment to it.
You never seen the dice?
Never played the game. Nothing. I don't know nothing about that world, other than I vaguely remember watching the cartoon as a kid, and I vaguely remember watching the movie with Marlon Wayans in the 90s, right? And so I went and saw the movie. And it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. However, it's not memorable. It's not like...
What?
It's not something I'll probably ever watch again. So, I don't know.
First of all, me and him have beef this week. He's not a fan of Big Bang Theory. I'm a fan of Big Bang Theory. I've watched every season like 20 times. And Sheldon and them, they always play this game, which made me want to go play the game. I'm a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? I have a polar bear as my mount and my steed, a werebear.
A werebear? That sounds dope.
Exactly. So if you're not into Dungeons and Dragons, you sleep. It's a game of the mind. And so anything can happen in these worlds.
Yeah.
Everything. Just don't get real corny and have in your game Dungeons and Dragons. So you go into the dungeon and find a dragon.
Yeah.
That's kind of ironic. But don't sleep. I'm going to watch the movie. I believe it's dope. And they're already talking about a sequel.
Well, Hey, cool. If they make a sequel, cool.
If we can come back after 11 months, anything can happen.
Oh, anything can happen.
Number 4 on our list is Cut and Dry. There's no other way to do this. Just came out, Spider-Man number 7. The reason it's hot? Spider-Boy.
It's the first appearance of Spider-Boy, and this is one of those FOMO collector pieces, right? Everybody wants to run out and grab it. The cover looks alright, whatever, but
it's Spider-Boy.
Yeah, I mean,
like in the 80s, everybody had a sidekick.
Yep.
Everybody, Martian Manhunter had a sidekick.
I don't remember. Did he?
It looked like a little devil.
Ugh.
Exactly. This is what it reminds me of. I think since the movie's coming out into the Spider-Verse, they're going to throw every kind of Spider-Man they can get at us.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to capitalize on like the whole multi-universe stuff and all of that. So every character that's tied to Spider-Man, people are going to go out and get.
And in the multiverse, how many multiverses are there?
Is there an infinite amount?
I think so, because if you look, in the original 2099, because Spider-Man 2099 is hot, there's not an Iron Man, but there's different versions of 2099 Iron Man.
Really?
Exactly. This tells you how confusing and convoluted the multiverse can really get. Did you like them words?
That could be detrimental to the movie world. So I don't know if you're gonna throw too much and confuse like the average moviegoer. Like it's fun for the comic book geeks to see the Easter eggs and all that, but you also got to keep in mind that these movies got to make money. So I don't know.
But I think it helps because at any time you can start over and blame it on a whole nother universe.
Yeah, but to me, like I don't know, like there's no. Is not the threat is not there if like you're constantly like, oh, but there's another one. So you know what I mean? Like if they were to like bring back Tony Stark from like another universe, but now he's in the MCU, it's like I don't know. Like then where's the value in the one we've been seeing for the past however many years? You know what I mean?
But also gives people the chance to have favorites. Maybe they like blue Tony Stark instead of red Tony Stark, and maybe they can like Like there's a Justice League of Assassins. You ever heard of that?
I have not heard of that.
And they're saying they're a combat brigade in another alternate future where a dystopian future of Justice League where they don't have superpowers. They have technological advances that make them the Justice League. Damn. And I like that. And I hate Superman. So that tells you something. Anybody can be anybody in the multiverse.
So talking about all the DC universe movie stuff, James Gunn, blah, blah, blah. Our number 3 pick today is The Terrifics #1. This is a fairly recent book that James Gunn tweeted out a picture about. So now there's all kinds of speculation that this might be a movie in the DC universe.
This is going for $45 raw. I wouldn't. This is not a book I'm going to go get. I think I already have it, but it's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go get it now for $45. I'd rather spend my money on the Spectra, Mr. Terrific's first appearance, than I would mind this book.
Yeah.
And I think James Gunn just throws out random stuff when he reads it and likes it. And everybody goes buys it. Like, I want James Gunn to go throw something out like Sleepwalker #1. Just throw out Sleepwalker, James. And then just, let's see what happens. Like I couldn't be that dude.
He'd probably get in trouble if he started throwing out some Marvel stuff, don't you think?
Well, then throw out don't Booster Gold #1.
Well, Booster Gold has been gaining popularity, and you never know, it might show up on.
I'm just saying, just throw something random out there.
Sometimes I think that's what they do, just for fun.
I just want to throw some random obscure book that ain't been hot ever, and just throw it out there.
Yeah, because this book definitely wasn't hot when it first came out. I don't think it was on anybody's radar. I don't even know if you would really say it's on anybody's radar now. It's just select people are getting it because of those speculation rumors or whatever.
I think right now, with the market sucking the way it is, if a fly farts, people are gonna run after it.
Yeah.
And so and books are so low, this is definitely a buyer's market.
And one thing about the hobby too, everybody always wants to get something that nobody else has. So this would definitely fall into that category that not very many people have it. So it's kind of I don't know if it's rare, but it's one of the more obscure titles in the DC world. So,
and back to Big Bang Theory, Sheldon has a Batman signed by Stan Lee.
Oh.
Who would have a Batman signed by Stan Lee?
An annoying character.
But the point is, who else would have it? It would be rare, you see? Alright, number 2 on this list is Avengers number 52 from 1968.
Okay.
This is the first appearance of the Grim Reaper, the brother of Wonder Man. Mm-hmm. And the Grim Reaper is supposed to show up in the Wonder Man. So it's going hot for $70 right now.
Yeah. I don't for me personally, I'm not gonna invest that into a character just because he's coming out on the show. I actually want to like the character. You know what I mean?
Everybody's getting a show on Disney Plus right now, so I'm kind of like, I'm always been on the fence of Wonder Man anyway.
Yeah, me too. I don't know too much about him.
But he's such a corny origin story. So Tony Stark puts him out of business. Tony Stark puts everybody out of business. So he goes over to Baron Zemo, gets some superpowers, and then goes up against Iron Man and gets his butt kicked.
So is his origin story he comes out as a villain first?
But yes, and he switches back and forth. At one time, he even had a whole team called the Revengers who go up against the Avengers.
So basically, he just sounds like a hater.
He does sound like a hater. It's kind of like the owl in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
See, Tony Stark, right? To be this guy who does all this good, puts a lot of people out of business. Like, he's like the MCU's version of Walmart. You know, when Walmart came out, all the mom and pop stores shut down.
This is factual. Yes, absolutely.
And I am a Walmart hater, and they don't pay this bill, so I'm going to say what I want.
Bada bing.
Ha ha.
Alright guys, today's number one is a book that I'm kind of souped about. I'm glad to be back on the show, making these lists again, talking about what's coming to see if like in the future is going to be hot. Our number one pick today is called No One Number One, and this is a very new book. I don't even know if it's out yet, but it's coming. But the world seems intriguing to me.
I just put this at number one because I have to read this.
Yes.
10 months ago, the Richard Roe murder shocked the city of Pittsburgh. In the months since, the killings have sparked a dangerous political movement, copycat killers, a mass vigilante who's still determined to hold the powerful accountable. He's not a symbol. He's not a hero. They could be anyone. They're no one.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
That is too dope.
That is right up my alley. I can't wait to read this.
It's out now. I'm going to go see if I can pick up a copy at my local comic book store.
It's out already?
As soon as I get off of here.
Alright, so next week, here's what we're going to do. We're going to each get a copy. We're going to read them. And next week, we're going to tell you about it.
Just because Radiant Black is killing it. If you're not reading Radiant Black, you're slipping. You know what I'm saying? There's Radiant Red and there's Radiant Yellow. There's like
Rogue Sun.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of them. So it's dope. And it's like the Power Rangers on speed or steroids or something.
Okay.
Like it's very more mature. Power Ranger, not hating on the Power Rangers. All those who love the Power Rangers. My son loves the Power Rangers. Cool. But for them people who like a little something different, this is where you need to go. And so I'm feeling no one.
Yeah.
Like it could be anybody.
It could be anybody, yeah.
But it can be no one. That is dope, son.
Yeah.
Like it feels so good to be back.
It does. It does.
Feels like we died in the comic books and we're coming back now. They took us out. I'm saying we had our great big last battle and then we came back.
We came back and we're here for you guys. Let's keep talking. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you thought about the list.
Share. Give it to some new homie.
Yeah, you got other friends that are into this world. Put us out there.
And see, so you can know, and we'll be here to hit you with the freshest, dopest comics. I'm saying with the craziest idea. It's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich. Hey, and we'll see you next week. Holla.
Be good, everybody.
MGP on the beat.